All right, so here is a video introduction of actually, it's going to be all my Legos. So when you come in through the door, this bookshelf is the first thing you see. You got Star Wars helmets, the little postcards, a bunch of bonsai trees, and the Japanese garden. Brickheads, Star Wars, Disney, uh, general stuff, and some Lunar New Year, random stuff, Lord of the Rings. And it's a little dark, but these are all these smaller form Batmobiles. Then underneath was this silly Star Wars Thanksgiving scene. Some of the random Marvel collectible minifigs, and a bunch of the Marvel mechs. And then the last of the Marvel mechs, some free gift, and the Lego chess set along with another Batmobile that's too big to fit on the other shelf. And then we move over to my cabinet. Van Gogh's Starry Nights, flowers, the magnolias are new, the Jaws set with the optional tailpiece. In the cabinet, you got a Gizmo, the T-Rex skull from Jurassic Park, the Jurassic Park scene. We got Minecraft, the crafting table, the little lunar thingamabob from Techniques, a Game Boy, the Everyone is Awesome set, the Polaroid, and then the this was an idea set about science or space exploration. Then we come over to the TV. I have my upsized minifigure with his little travel luggage, the Balrog, Lord of the Rings book nook, flowers, last year's Lunar Dragon, and then more of a Western Dragon, flowers, and the money tree. What we got here? We got flowers, 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 and more flowers. Then we pan around and we come to here. And we have cars, Caterham that I bought off of a coworker, the Porsche 911, the Lamborghini Countach, Corvette and Camaro, Shelby Cobra and the Mustang, the 3 Formula One cars. This was the collectible Formula One set from last year. A bunch of trucks, a little Jeep, a tribute to Italy with the Fiat 500 and the Vespa. And then that's the back window. Then we come over here. This is my Marvel-y shelf, Thor's hammer, Wolverine's claws, a little model of the helicarrier, Groot, Iron Man Mark IV, the Guardians of the Galaxy ship, the Back to the Future big one icons that came out a few years ago, the Ghostbusters car. Optimus Prime is always falling, and then his legs fall apart. I haven't bothered trying to fix them yet. Bumblebee, Soundwave, random Technique stuff, except for the Formula One car, and some of the little digger stuff. Then these are generic creator sets and city sets. I love the food trucks, so I got fries and I got burgers. I have the little ice cream truck over there, and then just stuff, the 2 sets from Fortnite, only because the burger made me laugh, and the bus design is actually pretty cool. And this is most of my Speed Champions. Ignore the 2 cards making out. Bought that from a coworker and that from a coworker. And then we go to the next shelf, which is all Star Wars. The UCS X-Wing, Big Grogu, Little Star Destroyer, the UCS TIE Interceptor, models. That's the Executor, the Tantive 4, the Home 1 Starship, Millennium Falcon, Acclimator, Venator, Kylo Ren ship, the UCS Luke's Land Speeder, the Star Wars buildable logo, and this is the guy that started everything here, the original Razor Crest, free gift with Present Moon, more Mandalorian stuff. This one is Ahsoka's Interceptor. That is Obi-Wan's Starfighter. Boba Fett's Slave 1. The AT-ST from Mandalorian. The Ghost from Star Wars Rebels and the Ahsoka show. That is from The Bad Batch. And that's Yoda's Starfighter. Then down here is a mismatch of random Star Wars stuff. Small X-Wing, small N1. That is the Fang Fighter from The Mandalorian. And that's a U-Wing from Andor. Versus a TIE Fighter, TIE Interceptor, and a TIE Bomber in the back. And then down here is just a mishmash of stuff. Mid-sized, or the old regular size Millennium Falcon. The Probe Droid, AT-AT. The scene from Return of the Jedi. The Star Wars mechs, because they were just silly. And that's an ARC. Yeah, I believe that's the ARC ship from Clone Wars. And then my Loop roller coaster. And my own little Lego store. And the 3-in-1 Robin store. Unfortunately, I have a box full of instructions over here. So this was a Monkey Kid set. I think it's supposed to be the Heavenly Kingdom or Garden, something like that. And then I got a bunch of stuff from Horizon Zero Dawn. And then I have the Viking Village and the old Viking longboat. Nothing over there. And then we go here. We have Neuschwanstein. We have Notre Dame. We have Himeji Castle. And on the other side is Buckingham Palace. And Lightning McQueen's visiting. And that's the new Speed Champions DeLorean. Cute hamster. These are a bunch of the Skyline architectures. And that is the Simpsons Krusty Burger. In my office, we have, they called this the village, or like the Hobbit village name, I forgot what they called it, but it's really just a better version of Bag End. You have Frodo, you have Gandalf, Samwise. This was a little custom minifigure of me, my mom got me. There's Bilbo, that's the Hobbit that Samwise has a crush on. And these were supposedly the Proud Feet, but I would have figured they were somebody else. Then we have the Tower of Barad-dûr. Up top here, we have the globe. And then hidden down here is just a bunch of little random Star Wars stuff. Star Wars droids. And the ship from One Piece. And then we turn around. We have Xavier's mansion, Rivendell, and two of the large Batmobiles, the classic 1960s and the Tumbler, as well as the Batman Brickheads. I didn't build all of them, just the ones I really like. Back in the living room, the UCS Death Star with a bunch of the little microfighters underneath. Doot, doot, doot. And then I have the Van Gogh sunflowers, and then the sunflower bouquet that I just finished. And then here is a brand new shelf I haven't put anything on yet, except for Leonardo da Vinci's flying machine, the house from Up that took a tumble, the Pixar lamp, Wally and Eve and Bernie, I think his name was. Now walking down the hallway, as you come inside, there's some of the first flowers I put together. The Bird of Paradise, the original bouquet, the orchid set and the succulents. A little messy because ignore. In here we have some random Legos. That's actually not Lego. I think that's Mega Bloks. But there's other Lego in here. Just little things that I've collected. Now in the bedroom, we have some flowers. The Enterprise. The Concorde. My Razor Crest. More flowers. This was a little buildable thing that was done in store. A friend of mine got it for me. And over here, boop, is the wildflower bouquet. And that is pretty much all the Legos I have. You're welcome.